So I just picked up a ProForm 9.0 ET Elliptical from Costco. I think I paid $5.99 on sale, some super special after New Year's. Everybody's back to getting fat special. Anyway, so I do a quick video on what it is and what it's all about and what a bear it is to get in your home. They say it weighs 207 pounds. The box is pretty large. It's 80 inches across and 30 inches tall, which would be this here, and 18 inches wide. So it's a rather large box. Like I said, it's 207 pounds, so it's rather heavy. Good news is it comes pretty much assembled. I've actually already unboxed it and taken it down into my basement, so that's kind of the remains, just packing, but I'll go ahead and make the trek down the stairs and show you what comes out of the box. Alright, so down here we've got our new elliptical, and it's already set up, but it's pretty much, it comes completely assembled with the exception of these rear and front bars. This bar here across the bottom, it's got the wheels on it that allow for the easy storage. They come separate, and in its place are these basic just shipping bars, just a thin metal pipe with two holes in it, 2 bolts. It also comes with the Allen that's required, the Allen wrench. It's going to fit in that bolt hole to remove the bolts in the shipping bar, and then to secure the actual larger bar that goes across it. Same thing in front. It comes with does not come with a Nerf dart. It comes with a shipping bar in place, and then you're required to install the permanent bar with the lift handle. The one thing I did that was kind of a pain in the butt was I put the bars on before I took it out of the garage, and quickly realized you can't get it through the door with this wide bar in the back. It's like 30, must be like 32 inches or so. I didn't measure it, but it's rather wide. Anyway, so this is the ProForm 9.0 ET, and it's pretty neat machine. You get on it and it'll illuminate the screen. And basically it asks you kind of, what do you want to do? You can just start off striding, and it'll start a lap counter. You can come down to some of these other controls, choose 8 different workouts. By calorie, there's a 20-minute 250, 30-minute 300, 30-minute 350, so on and so forth. I think it goes up to like 600 calorie burn. There's some intensity workouts, which is a 20-minute intensity 1, max of 75 RPM. They just kind of go up from there. There's quite a few settings. 45-minute intensity, so that's kind of a killer. Next one's performance workouts. Depending on what you're trying to do, there's workouts for pretty much everybody. The last one's a manual control. Manual control, basically you use the resistance settings between 2 and 20, and then incline. It's got incline settings, obviously from 0 to 20. If you crank it up to 20, you'll notice that it really gains quite a bit of elevation to let it run all the way up. You kind of see it raises about, maybe a foot. So it definitely raises a fair amount, puts you at a pretty high elevation. Problem I've got is I'm close to 6'8", and as you can see, it gets you pretty close to the ceiling. So I don't know, most people probably don't have this problem, but keep it in mind. For me, my head ends up right in this ductwork, which is kind of a pain in the neck, so I'm probably going to have to move it to continue to use it where it's at least on the higher inclines. The resistance settings are pretty self-explanatory. It's an electromagnetic resistance that's applied, so it's quiet. Doesn't make any noises. It's very smooth. Not a whole lot to it. In the front of the machine, in the very top, there is an iFit port. And the iFit port, basically, the treadmill here has an iFit module in it. This module is just this black little box with a connector on the bottom that you configure with your wireless information. And you plug it into any of these iFit workout machines. It plays this real janky music. They're kind of neat. They allow you to connect to the iFit servers, but they're kind of crappy because they only use wireless B. Sometimes it doesn't like you sliding the card in, so you come in here and cycle power. Let's see if it'll be any happier about that. Alright, so now it's saying welcome to iFit, so it must have synced up. If you pay for the iFit premium stuff, that's when all these buttons like map and train and compete, track, set goal, lose weight, all those kind of come into play. You can log into your iFit account and set up all kinds of workouts and different stuff. You can map your own route. It's pretty neat. It's definitely neat on the treadmill. Haven't actually tried it on here. Let my subscription run out. Get rid of that volume. But it's, something you get set up on there, and And anyway, you can sign up for it. It's kind of neat. We did it for a year. I didn't get a whole lot out of it. I think it's got a lot of built-in stuff, and you can kind of train yourself however you want anyway. A couple last features is it's got an MP3 input. It says it's iPod compatible, which I don't do the iDevices, so I'm not exactly sure what that means, but I assume it probably displays songs and artist information on the little screen. It does have a built-in fan that it's a relatively decent little fan. It's kind of loud, you can tell, so unless you really need a fan, it's probably more of a nuisance than a help. Other than that, it's got standard pulse detection grips on the stationary handles, and I think the only other feature that I didn't really go over is the fact that it folds up. Basically, you twist this lever here, it pulls out, kind of a catch in the back, the whole thing. The thing folds down into itself, and it lays flat. From there, grab the handle in front, and you can stand it up like so. It's relatively tall, probably about 6.5 feet. It does say that you got to be able to lift 100 pounds to pick it up and put it back down, which I believe, because like I say, the whole thing weighs about 207 pounds, so you're picking up at least half of that. So that's pretty much my review of the ProForm 9.0 ET that I picked up at Costco. If you like this, hit the like button, and thanks for watching.